What's going on, YouTube? Marshall with Marshal Law and yes, that is right, I am back. Hopefully I can remember how to do all this video stuff. It's been so long. I just took some time off from doing any videos. Honestly, not a whole lot active on social media in general. Just wanted to get some things in order. But we're still plugging away here at Marshal Law Morphs. We kicked off some breeding a couple months ago, and in fact we did have one clutch that was laid here not too long ago. I believe it was about 17 days ago. But so that's pretty exciting. Very simple pairing on that one. It was a spot nose Mojave female, and I bred her to a visual clown. Just trying to make some hets for myself, possibly for one of you out there. But that was the main goal, is I just really wanted to kind of add to my own little clown posse, I guess you could say, insane clown posse. But so that's what's been going on. There are a couple new additions from Tinley. I believe I did speak about those in a video a while ago, but I did pick up back in October at Tinley. It was a leopard pastel het ultra male female, and kind of a powerhouse female, I guess you could say. A GHI, black pastel, orange dream, possible yellow belly in there, looking along her belly pattern and stuff. It's a strong possibility on that yellow belly. So definite powerhouse female there. I can't wait to get her raised up. She's gonna make some insane babies down the road, so I'm really excited that I was able to get her into the breeding rotation, or I mean, I guess the breeding roster, I guess I should say. But so that was really exciting. As always, that was back in October. October Tinley is a blast. I highly suggest that if you ever have the chance, or just simply make it a chance to attend that show. You know, those out in the West Coast, you might know what I'm talking about with the Pomona, or actually now the Anaheim Super Show. That is insane. There's so many people out there, and I think if you go to the shows of these calibers, you find yourself, you spend so much time visiting with people that you might converse with over the internet. That it's just mind-numbing trying to look at animals, talk to people, and just it's overwhelming. So any of those shows, like the Anaheim Super Show, the Tinley October, they're just insane. Please, if you get a chance, or make it a chance to attend one of those shows, they're awesome. So with that, I think getting back into the swing of making videos, I think first off I should probably take you in and see some of the additions that I did mention before. And first off, I think what I should start with would be kind of one of my favorites, because I do love the Ultramel Project. And this little gal right here is the Leopard Pastel. She's 100% het for Ultramel, and just going to make some stunning babies in the future, I hope. So definitely a favorite pickup of mine from that October Tinley show. Really cool addition. The other one from the show was this female right here, as I mentioned before. She's not het, but she is GHI, black pastel, orange dream, and there's possibility of yellow belly. So I do see some speckling, some broken up pattern along that belly line, which leads me to think that there's a strong possibility of yellow belly in her, but that remains to be seen, and we shall definitely find out what's going on with her. So those are the two Tinley pickups. The other thing that I probably should mention, the retic, the super dwarf retic. Freya is her name, so lovingly named. She was a pickup several months ago from Garrett Hartle. And I'm just ecstatic about that pickup. Oh, and by the way, if you do follow Garrett, I'm sure coming up soon from his channel, there's going to be a update on some Karumpas, some pure locality Karumpas. He just had a clutch of those hatch last night, I believe it was. Those look insane. You get a chance, keep an eye out for that. That is going to be an amazing video to check out. The other thing I did mention before, we did have one early clutch, the spot nose Mojave that was bred to a clown, and we'll have a look at those real quick. Shake off a little water. If you have ever seen these types of incubators, they are extremely wet. You got to shake off the lid. But yeah, so we have 5 eggs there, and they are looking absolutely beautiful, and they're just plugging away. So I'm really excited to get that first clutch of the season out of the way. Another addition to the room itself, if you follow Freedom Breeder at all, this here is the Cocoa Block shaker, or sifter, I guess you could say. And this thing is amazing. Now, I don't want to debate at all about brands of coconut husk. I simply, from the very first time that I ever used a coconut product, a coconut husk product, and I always thought from the very start that, my goodness, it would be nice to have just something that would kind of sift out the smaller particles, the dust, and also just having a really nice place just to keep your coconut stored in, because, you know, I mean, I kept it in tubs before, and you get down to the bottom, you'd make up a batch of your coconut husk, and by the time I got to the bottom, you know, you kind of start smelling a little musty and whatnot. So, I mean, just having the ventilation for this coconut to sit on while you're waiting to fill other tubs, I think is really a nice feature. And then also, if you have other reptiles in your collection, this is what has shaken off. Now, this is not this is not one block. There has been several blocks that I have sifted out of here. I don't need to empty this that often. So, I mean, like I said, I've gone through several blocks, and this is the product that gets sifted out and left behind. So, to me, this is just fantastic. No matter what type of substrate or brand of coconut that you're using, this sifter, this shaker, I think is going to be an amazing addition. It helps you clean up your product a little bit. And then, of course, off to the side here, there is a cover that comes up. Nice stainless steel cover for a work table, maybe photograph snakes on. So it's just an all around, it's a very useful tool in your snake room. So that is one of the latest pieces of equipment that I brought into the snake room, and I just love it. I just absolutely love it. So this was just a quick overview. Hopefully we'll get a little more in depth into some of that stuff that I showed you, like with the clutch, some of the additions as far as snakes, the equipment. I do want to really quick go over, I do have a pretty important clutch for me personally that is well on its way. I started some pairings. If you know me at all, if you've seen any of my earlier stuff, you know that I do really enjoy the lace gene. It's something that I'm still working on getting females up to size so that I can breed and bring more lace animals, more combinations with lace into my collection. It's just, you know, well, it's breeding. It's I got to get those girls up to size and get them paired. And I also, because the lace gene can oftentimes be masked by other stronger genes. When you take a lace to, say, Enchi or Spot Nose, which are strong, pattern changing jeans, that lace is going to get overpowered. So with the lace, I need to take it slow, work it one combination at a time so that I know, yeah. Mr. Roman saying hello. But that lace jean, I need to take it slow, take it one step at a time. And the key for me is using the super lace male that I have so that I know without question that I have lace in certain combination. So, but with that being said, a really first step, important step is well underway, and that is my lace female, and I bred her to my bamboozle, the bamboo puzzle. So I'm gonna get some puzzle into lace. The goal, the ultimate goal in that would be the white lace puzzle. Is what what I'm looking to hit on down the road. And like I said, one step at a time. And if you are also at all interested in the lace gene, one word of advice is to take that one step at a time, because many times I've talked to people that have a lace combination. Maybe let's just say lace pastel. One snake, it's completely obvious that the lace gene is in there. And the next lace pastel, you can look at it 30,000 times and still be like, it's in there? No, it's not in there. I can't, You can fight yourself and go back and forth on that. It's a very tricky gene to work with that I'm finding. So this first pairing is extremely important to me, and I guess we'll just take and pop in and have a look at this girl real quick. All right, so she is way back in there. She's sitting on the warm end. Like I said, now this is my lace female. She's been paired to the bamboo puzzle. So that's really exciting for me. And with this project, like I said, it's coming along very nicely. And I don't know if you noticed when I pulled open this tub, a good friend of mine, Daniel Middleton, who has an ultrasound, came over and he ultrasounded this girl. And she is sitting, as of last week, she's sitting at 30 millimeter follicles. So hopefully we're going to see a clutch from her soon. So I'm just kind of beside myself with this. This is really exciting. I cannot wait to see that come to fruition. And like I had mentioned before, with the lace gene, it's very subtle in the single form. So that first clutch with maybe bamboo laces, that one, I'm pretty much anything with bamboo in, I'm assuming that I'm going to have to hold back, because I can tell you right now, I'm 100% sure that I'm not going to be 100% sure whether or not I have a bamboo lace or just a bamboo. It's going to be one of those that I have to watch it grow over time, see what happens with that color, because what I see typically with just the single form lacing combinations, you have, let's say, a bamboo. What I expect to find is the lace bamboo will look like a bamboo, just a little lighter, maybe a little bit of patterning along that belly line, that lace patterning, maybe. So those ones are going to be tough. I really feel like it's going to be one of those things where you have to see a bamboo and a bamboo lace next to each other to fully know whether or not what you have going on there. And the other thing I mentioned before is about working with the lace gene, taking it one step at a time so that you can know the steps in the combinations. Another thing I think is important is to think of that project like you're working a recessive. What I mean by your goal shouldn't be to make a lace pastel. Your goal should be a super lace pastel, and so on and so forth. So my goal down the road is, with obviously the white lace puzzles and some white lace bamboo, I think. So just if you are interested in the jean, that's one other tip that I would suggest, is to work it like a recessive. So, but with that, guys, I think this is a really good note to end on. This beautiful girl right here. As always, guys, like, share, subscribe, ding that little notification bell, and I will see you real soon.